There's this story going around that I just thought was so important we talk about. And then when I walked in this morning, Danielle was talking about it as well. And I'm thinking, you know what? The planets are lined up. We got to talk about this.
Yeah.
It's going to get kind of heavy. So with that said, let me tell you what's going on. Where'd my article go? Okay, the article is here. Here it is. Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. I'm out of my mind. Last week, Holly Butcher, a 27-year-old woman from Grafton, Australia, passed away. She had a rare bone cancer, and the family made a statement saying that her end was short and peaceful. She looked serene, and when we kissed her forehead and said our final farewells, she passed away. With that said, the family said that Holly left a statement. 27 years old. Keep in mind, just keep in mind in the frame, there's a 27-year-old woman who passed away from cancer, who decided to leave a statement about life. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
Yeah. Her final advice. Number 1, I just want people to stop worrying so much about the small, meaningless stresses in life and try to remember that we all have the same fate after it all. So do what you can do to make your time feel worthy and great, minus all the BS. Those times that you're whining about ridiculous things, just think about someone who's really facing a problem. Be grateful for your minor issue and get over it.
Yep.
Number 2, once you do that, get out there. Take a big breath of that fresh air deep into your lungs and look at how blue that sky is and how green those trees are. It's so beautiful. Think how lucky you are to be able to do just that. Breathe. You might get caught in bad traffic today, maybe had a bad sleep because your beautiful babies kept you awake or your hairdresser cut your hair too short. I swear you'll not be thinking of those things when it's your turn to go. It's all so insignificant when you look at life as a whole. I'm watching my body waste away right now before my eyes and nothing I can do about it. And all I wish now is I could have one more birthday or Christmas with my family. Just one more. Number 3, I hear people complaining about how terrible work is or how hard it is to exercise. Be grateful that you can exercise and you can physically get up and go to work. Work and exercise may seem like such trivial things until your body doesn't allow you to do either of them. Appreciate your good health. Appreciate your functioning body, even if it isn't your ideal size. Look after it. Embrace how amazing it is. Number 4, give, give, give. It's true that you gain more happiness doing things for others than doing them for yourself. I wish I had done this more. Since I've been sick, I've met the most incredibly giving and kind people. I've been the receiver of the most thoughtful and loving words and support from my family, friends, and strangers, more than I could ever give in return. I'll never forget this, and I'll be forever grateful to all these people. Number 5, this year, our family agreed to do no presents. And despite the tree looking rather sad and empty, it was so nice because people didn't have the pressure of shopping and the effort went into writing a nice card for each other. Plus, imagine my family trying to buy me a present knowing that they would probably end up with it themselves. But those cards mean more to me than any impulse purchase could. Anyway, moral of the story, presents are not needed for a meaningful Christmas. Number 6, use money on experiences, or at least don't miss out on experiences because you spent all your money on material crap. Put in the effort to do that day trip to the beach you keep putting off. Dip your feet in the water, dig your toes in the sand, wet your face with the salt water. Number 7, try just enjoying and being in moments rather than capturing them through the screen of your phone. Life isn't meant to be lived through a screen, nor is it about getting the perfect photo. Number 8, listen to music. Really listen. Music is therapy. Number 9, cuddle your dog. I will miss that. Number 10, talk to your friends. Put down your phone. How are they doing? Are they doing okay? Number 11, travel if it's your desire. Don't if it's not. Number 12, work to live. Don't live to work. 13, seriously, do what makes your heart feel happy. Number 14, don't feel pressure to do what other people might think is a fulfilling life. You may want a mediocre life, and that's okay. Number 15, tell your loved ones you love them every chance you get. Number 16, one last thing. If you can, do a good deed for humanity and start regularly donating blood. For me, it'll make you feel good, and the added bonus of saving lives. Blood donation helped me stay alive for an extra year, a year I'll be forever grateful for. And I got to spend right here on earth with my family, my friends, and my dog. A year I had the greatest times of my life. And there you go. That was Holly Butcher, 27-year-old, who passed away from cancer, knew that her end was there, and she was like, oh, my God, this is what life means.
Yep.
Why do we have to be at the wall when we finally discover what life is all about?
It's true.
It's crazy that happens, though. Like, something major always has to happen in your life for you to realize I shouldn't sweat the small stuff. Like, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's so crazy that we can't just realize that life really, and with everything going on in the world nowadays, to be able to take a step back and go, okay, I put on 2 pounds. Okay, my hair doesn't look great today. Okay, big deal. I have a back pain. I have a headache, or maybe I'm not making as much money as I could one day. It's like, I don't know.
But there are some people who have mastered this ability to really take things into consideration and see what is worth their time and what isn't worth their time. My mom is one of those people that 99% of the time she's able to be like, you know what, I can put this in perspective and it's going to be okay. And I'm going to focus more on relationships. And she is one of the happiest people I know. And Holly, this woman, left us such a gift because I know like 4 of those points are things I needed to be reminded about, especially I don't feel like exercising today. Well, you're lucky that you can exercise because there are people who would love to be able to get up and walk around the block and aren't able to. This is a big gift.
This I did yesterday with my kids because my kids were complaining about something and whining about something and like whatever. And normally, you get pissed off at your kids. You're like, give me a break. Shut up. And I thought, how many kids can't do that? How many parents wish their kids could whine like this? How many parents wish their kids could complain and whatever? And I said, take a deep breath. This is part of them being a kid, and just deal with it in the way you're supposed to deal with it as a parent, and don't get as frustrated as you would normally get frustrated.
Hey, Froggy, what'd you have on your mind?
It's the same thing as it takes something like this or maybe a health scare or whatever you have in your life to really let things go sometime, and it can change who you are for the better. And sometimes a bad thing can happen to you, but something good can come of it. And I know in that case it happened to me. I had a health scare 5 or 6 years, 7, 8 years ago now. And it really changed things that I used to let get to me, things I used to let really upset me, and I thought that it was going to ruin my whole day. I would realize that it's really not that important, and you can go out and have something bad happen to you, but it's over in 5 minutes, and it doesn't affect the rest of your life, where in this poor woman's perspective, the way to see that she looks at life, somebody who really could have a negative opinion on things, to see them be so positive is something that we should read. You could read this every single day when you wake up in the morning, and it change your outlook for the rest of your life.
If you want to read that letter, it's everywhere. We have it at elvisduran.com. Bethany just tweeted it out. It's on my Instagram at Elvis Duran. We're making sure, all of us are making sure you can read it.
You got it.
And the thing about Holly Butcher is her life is gone, but it seems like she lived her life a lot further than I know I have mine.
Yep.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't know.
Can I tell you the thing that I'm taking away from this?
What's that?
If you don't want to go out and you want to stay home and cuddle with your pets, do it. That's your pets, man.
I know.
They don't care. They just love you.
And for those who are allergic, you can get a goldfish.
Or one of those hair-free cats.
There's a hair-free cat.
Sphinx.
Go shave your cat. Well, we hear these stories. I think it's yearly. A book comes out, or a story comes out, or an interview with people who know that they're about to pass away, and they tell us these things, and we hear it all the time. This isn't new. I mean, Holly Butcher's story is her personal account of how she feels, and I get that, and it's fantastic. We hear this all the time, where they go into convalescent centers where they know that people are in there fighting for their lives and are about to pass away, and they go, "Hey, we know we're dying. Here's what you should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what we regret that we didn't do."
Yep.
We do it. We still don't do it sometimes.
But it's those easiest lessons that can be the hardest ones to learn.
There you go.